Hi everyone, Brett back out the Tooth Scale Modeling Old School Sprue review number 3. Frank, one of my subscribers, actually asked for a Dauntless, which made perfect sense because this is my next build because the Typhoon is finished. Not as good as I'd like, but it's finished. You'll see more of that in the monthly update. So, Old School. This is from Hasegawa, kit JT19. I don't see a date on this side or this side. 2008. This is an 11-year-old boxing. I'm not sure if the kit's older or not. So, for this that I'm going to build, I got this Eduard photo etch set just for this kit. And I got this Battle of Midway book, which we'll take a quick flip through at the end of the review. And I bet we'll be seeing a lot more Dauntlesses, Hellcats, Zeros, Vindicators. Everything that took place in the Battle of Midway with the release of Roland Emmerich's movie in November. One bag of sprues, one bag of clear, one set of Hasegawa decals, one set of instructions. Let's dig in. I'm going to scale these to see if this is actually older than 2008 or not. So, since I'm building this next, I don't need to worry about the bag. Put it back in the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 sprues. Let's start with 1/2 of the fuselage. Fuselage prop, nice panel lines. No real rivet detail. There's a little back here, a little here. Zoom in a little bit. I said in. Seems like there's a shadow there. There's not usually. Let's see if I can. Oh, hand in the way. If I can bring some more light on the subject without messing with the camera angle. Ooh, that didn't help. Alright, let's just go with this. Here, let's tilt this back this way. Give that a tight. There we go. I eliminated some of the shadows. Alright. Panel lines, a little bit of rivet detail around the tail, around the front of the wing root. This access panel, that access panel, a few inside there. Typical mid-2000s Hasegawa tooling. Nice detail inside this panel here for the cockpit. Bulkhead there. Ejector pin marks on the sides you're probably not going to see. And a nicely detailed prop with no flash, no burring. Other half, a fuselage. Again, same rivet detail. Same rivet detail. A little bit up here. A little bit here. Framing for that one bulkhead. And some really nice detail inside the cockpit bay. We all know the quality of Hasegawa kits back in the day. Here's the lower wing, which does not have movable control surfaces. Where'd I put my photo etch set? No flap detail there. I'll have to see if there's a flap set for this, and if so, I'll have to get it. This has got much nicer access panel and rivet detailing than the fuselage did. A lot more concise and consistent all around. You see what I'm talking about? through there. These should all have holes in them, the dive brakes and the flaps. So hopefully I can find a aftermarket set from Eduard of flaps for this. If so, I'm going to need to order them pretty quick. Upper wings and the floor of the cockpit and the engine cowling with nice rivet detail, and then front of the cowling where the guns go. Again, these all need to be opened up or cut out if there is an aftermarket set. Again, nice Hasegawa detail, panel line detail, rivet detail. Good look to the cockpit floor, ejector pins on the side you're not going to see. Cowling, a little bit of rivet detail in there. And looks like got some engine detail. Antennas. Push rods. Good bit of engine detail. On the inside there's some more ejector pin marks, but they're on the inside. Push rods look good. Can't tell if there's any real burring. There's tiniest little bits of flash on the tips. But, you know, like I showed you, it's a 2008 molding, or 2008 boxing, maybe 2008 molding. Here we have control stick, parts of the landing gear bay, tail wheel control, two-piece tires. There is a little bit of flash on the edge of this elevator. One-piece elevators, horizontal stabilizers, tires, no tread on the tires. And there's a little bit of flash on the tip of the control stick. And this one is matching to that one, but it's connected to this one, which is part of the engine, has a lot of flash. There's one of the seats. So I don't need to see that part, just want to see this part. See all the flash on there. There's the seat, and there are harnesses in the Eduard set. And we've got guns, one bomb, arrestor hook, nice tail gunner, not tail gunner, but rear seat gunner position. Another bulkhead, and that's the instrument panel. And landing gear doors. So, there's the instrument panel. You know, we got the Eduard set, so we're going to replace that. No ejector pins inside these doors, which are nice. Nice rear detail on the back of those. And tail wheel. Molded in. You have to do some detail painting on there. And engine cowl. So I'm guessing the other parts were just panels, not the actual cowl, because here's your one-piece slide molded cowl. Or maybe just injection molded, because I don't know if they did slide molding in 2008. Clear parts. There's quite a bit of glass. There are some poly caps. So, easy to mask up. Looks like one of the bulkheads isn't clear. So, let's go here. See a little bit of distortion because it's clear or curved. But overall, good clear plastic. We don't need to look at the polycaps, do we? Now I'm not going to take the photo etch out, but you've got clear acetate to go behind some of these, and molded in zinc chromate. There's your seat belts. Here you have some detailing for the inside of the cockpit, it looks like. Your armor plating, gun, shells for the rear gun position. Looks like a rear seat is in there. Gears, which are controls for the elevators, I'm guessing, or the stabilizers. And this is Eduard photo etch set 49237. Decals are your typical Hasegawa fare, not too shabby, not too glossy. These are going to be fun to put on, but if you use your good setting solutions, Microsol, Microset, Solvaset, UMP, whichever setting solutions you're currently most in love with. There are your instrument panel decals. If you choose to use a kit instrument panel, soak those right in. And instructions. Again, typical Hasegawa instructions. Zoom out a little bit. Move that light back a little bit. Here's a little bit about the aircraft. There's sprue layouts. And they are numbered, which is always convenient. And here are your color callouts, which are Mr. Hobby. And then the color, it's the actual name of the color, but these are Mr. Hobby colors. I believe these are Mr. Hobby. One of them is aqueous, one of them is not. Let me grab a Mr. Hobby. Okay, so this is Mr. Hobby color, so this side is a regular Mr. Hobby because tire black right here. It's 137. Okay, so these are the aqueous colors. Glad I could help. Starting with the cockpit, of course, gunner position. Okay, so he sits inside the gun, which of course we knew if you watched the original Midway, which is the Midway that I love, so I'm hoping that Roland Emmerich doesn't screw up Midway, because the other one's a classic. Putting the cockpit inside the fuselage, putting the wings together. So one of the polycaps goes here, so I'm guessing they want you to be able to move and swing out the bomb. There's one polycap here for the prop, which makes sense, and there's probably two for the wheels. So, fortunately, you do not have to put the wheels on before you paint it. There's your wheels, your landing gear, your one bomb, which is all this beast carried. And there goes your landing gear. No, there's no polycaps for the wheels. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, making sure I'm going in the right order. And there's painting your prop, of course. Putting on your canopy, which I do not have the Eduard mask set for. And there's your color callouts, which of course is blue over gray. And the color blue it is saying, let's see, those are decal numbers. Give me a color number here, fellas. There we go. Oh, it's asking to mix colors. A367, which is blue-gray, mixed with 13, which is neutral gray. And 14, okay, 367 by itself, or 13 and 14 mixed together, which would be neutral gray and navy blue for the top color. The underside is 325, which is just gray. Excellent. So, there you have it. The marking chart has been reduced by 50% on the side view and 40% on top view for 48 scale. That is good to know. You can increase these by 50% and 45% to make them the exact right scale you need if you need to make them that. That's pretty cool. SBD VS2 Squadron and SBD VS41 Squadron. Two different squadron markings. Alright, let's take a quick look at this book. Battle of Midway. Zoom out a little more. This is an airframe extra book, August 2019. History profiled models. Patrick Brantley profiles. Richard Caruana. Sorry, Richard. Steve Evans. And Libor Jekyll. I'm guessing they're model builders. There's your Airfix advertisement for the 24 scale Hellcat, which we all own. So, as I was saying, the movie, Charlton Heston, Henry Fonda, Glenn Ford, I could go on and on if I could remember all their names. Classic movie. I'm hoping the new one doesn't screw it up. So, I got a Kate. I do not have a Vindicator yet, but I'm going to get one in 48 scale. I, of course, have a Zero. Everybody's got a Zero. I got a Wildcat. This is a Hannon's ad. So here's your forward talking about 10th extra title. I'm not going to go in this book in detail because of copyright registrations. There's a Devastator. I need one of the... No, I have a Devastator. I have the Great Wall Hobby Devastator. An Avenger. It's showing the Devastator. So here's some built-up models of various ones. There's some profile pictures of some of the Japanese aircraft that were used. And there's some more models. This is the Dauntless, 72nd scale. I'm doing 48 scale. This is a Avenger. Yep. That is in 48 scale. Kate, 72nd scale. There's some more Dauntless, Avenger, Wildcat, Buffalo that took off from Midway, the Catalinas, which were the scout planes. Some more models, color reference guide, and some actual photos from Midway and other times. So, good little reference book. I figure I'm going to do me a bunch of Midway stuff this year to celebrate the movie, and just because I love the original movie, and if the new movie pisses me off, I'll be watching the original one. But that's me. See, there's your flaps with the holes in them right there, and your speed brakes, your dive brakes. So, right now I'm going to go look and see if there's an Eduard set. Thanks for watching this Old School Sprue review number 3, the Dauntless. And stand by for more Sprue reviews and more Old School Sprue reviews. Sit your ass in the seat and you do something to celebrate one of the Midway movies. Bye.